Hey crafty friends, it's Lynn QV and I'm playing with paper and glue. Today I'm bringing a really cute project. It's a stacked envelope folio. The structure is inspired by Cara Renee over at Be Reborn Art and Healing, and she does a really good job of explaining how to use the envelopes for the base. I'm going to show you the one I've already made, and then we're going to make one together using a different collection from Graphic 45. This one is using Alice's Tea Party. So cute. And of course, Graphic 45 is my favorite paper company. If you're not familiar with them, stop what you're doing. Go to g45papers.com like right now. All their paper is gorgeous. So this is the 5 envelope folio, and we've got a little flip up here. We've got a belly band with a little booklet, which I'll show you how I make these no glue booklets. I did forget to show you that the very front here has an adorable tag in it. And there's the white rabbit. And there's Alice in all her fun things. This one flips open. We've got a big pocket here, and it has just a little notebook I made. Then this flips over this way. We've got a side pocket and a pull out that's a full 12 inches long. Isn't it cute? Oh my gosh, I love it. And this paper right here, oh, so beautiful. I do love it. And then we have, from the title page, this gorgeous image, the tea party itself. And we have a small pocket with a tag and some hem binding staples on. So you can decorate as much as you want or as little as you want. I mean, I've used some borders and some fussy cut, some stickers. With this particular folio, you know, you can't get too thick. Look at the Queen of Hearts. Oh, I forgot. There's one more tag. This one. And I used an actual playing card with the Queen of Hearts. And there's the white rabbit again, gilded. And this very busy but super cute pattern paper here. Okay, so let's get this set aside. I don't think I finished the thought I had, but yeah, I mean, you can't get too thick just because of the way it all folds. Let's go ahead and make one together. For our envelopes, I like to have one with a window at the very front. And I found this yummy one in my stash with quite a large window. Now, it did have some print on this edging, and since that is going to be exterior, I did camouflage it with some black ink and pastel crayons that are water soluble. This measures 9.5 by 4 1/4. It is scored at 7.5, 7 5/8, and 7 3/4. So I gave it 3 scores to give it more of a rounded edge, and we'll have the ability to have a little more give there. We are going to be cutting this portion. We're only going to leave about 1 inch, and we will also get rid of some of the extra bulk. Right now, it is only open where the actual envelope under the flap. Once we cut this down, we are going to glue that flap down, and then we're going to put a slit on this side so that our tag will slide in easily. Okay, we also have 2 envelopes that that measure 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. The black one I'm leaving as is, although I did cut some of the flap. And this other one was that same size, and I cut it down to 6 3/8 by 4 1/2. I'll show you why in a minute. Then we have one 4 3/8 by 5 3/4. And our final one is a little one that's only 5 inches by 3 1/2. The reason why I cut this one down is once they're stacked, I want there to be a variety in their lengths, so that we see a little bit of each of them. Okay, so they're going to be varying like this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down. I'll show you when I'm done. Let's put our envelopes together. So I've taken the window envelope, and I did a very thin slit down the side that our tag is going to go into. I did cut off that long flap and the second layer of the flap just to get rid of some of the bulk. I'm going to get my gluing pad. Not the prettiest, but it works well. I just want a very fine line of glue because we have the slit on the side. We want this to close. And hopefully not close it up too much. It will be okay. This one, this is envelope B. This is the front, even though it doesn't look like it, it will be. And envelope C, which we cut down, this tab is going to fit inside of this one, and then this one will wrap around. Okay, so I had a little mishap with envelope B and C, and part of that we're going to do over. And I didn't have another black one, so that's all right. I'm going with 2 of these. I'll use our, what is this, 1.5 inch. I'm doing it now before we seal that up. And I'm just going to go look at it upside down. Where was I on the inking? If you're new to inking, you do want to go in different directions, up and down and back and forth, so it just kind of shades it rather than gives it a distinctive, absolute line. Unless that's what you're looking for, and then you can go in one direction. All right, let's see if I can avoid the mistake I made this last time. That pretty much at the top. I left too much of a gap. I'm going to trim that flap. Okay, I left a little over 1 inch. This is the flap that's the most important. Okay, I'm good with that. So we're going to take out this little bit right right here. Grab just a piece of paper, give myself a nice sharp edge, and let's paint some glue. D is going to be attached here. Of course, you know, the envelopes you choose are going to kind of dictate what your sizes are, what your shapes are. I have given you the formula for these particular envelopes. Your measurements are going to vary a little bit. This we will fix when we put the sheet over it. Envelope E, which will attach here. I'm going to suggest reinforcing this particular envelope. So whether you do it in the front, back, or both with washi tape or something, reinforce it. And we're going to put this one on. That attaches to the back. I want the furthest score from the window. So that would have been the one at 7 3/4. So that's the furthest one away. Now here you can decide if you want a little off center so that more of the layers show. That's the look I like. I don't want them lining up completely. I don't want like a waterfall. I want this one to come over to this side a bit. This is our open side. I'm going to miter these. They're not going to be seen once we put all this together. I just want to smear that all the way to the edges. That completes the envelope portion of our Flippy-Flappy Stacked Envelope Folio. Please come back for part 2 as I take you through the paper cuts and complete assembly using G45's Couture Deluxe Collector's Edition. Until then, thanks for stopping by, and see you again while we're playing with paper and glue.